What's up, guys? This is Manuel. I wanted to make this quick video to pretty much show you guys something that I've been trying out that has been working. And right now I'm gonna open up the euro dollar. Let me just find it over here on my chart, and I'm gonna tell you guys how I set this up. So basically, what I do is I open up the whole thing, and this is just the way I customize it. I go to properties, go to color scheme, black and white. For some reason I just like this, right? I go up here, press the candlesticks, and then I zoom in, right? I started doing this. As you can see, I have a sale right here going on for 2 cents because I'm trying this out right now. And then what I do is I go here and I put custom. I go ahead and add the zigzag buy. I take this off because I don't like that little line. Then I make this one, since it's white, I'm gonna make it yellow and dark blue. Right, then I'm gonna add this one for the 3 thickness, like that. Press OK. Okay, so you can see the exit points, the buy-ins, and the sells and the buys. Okay, after I do that, I go and I put custom again. Right, I add my MACD volume. I take this to black because of my white screen. I get rid of the green line, and then I add this to number 2 thickness, and then this comes out. Right now, the reason I add MACD and volumes is because every time MACD and volume crosses each other, right, you can see exactly where the cross was, which was at this point right here, and then after the cross is this big candle. So if you would have bought in when that MACD and volume crossed each other, you would have picked up about almost 1,400 pips, a little bit over 1,400 pips. So back to what we were talking about. So then after that, I add what's called RSI, right, which is basically the color stochastic, something like that, what they call it. I like this one because this will tell you if the market is overbought or oversold as well. I go to color, I change the line blue and a number 2 thickness. Then I go to levels, and I add what's a 50 level, a 75 level, and a 25 level, and then I make that black as well, and then I press OK, and then this comes out. See, now I want you guys to keep in mind something. Like, the reason why I put the 70 and the 75 is because if it passes the 75, it will probably hit that. The 70, it'll probably hit the 75. Okay, and as you can see, look at this. When this one hit this 25 point, guess what popped out? Our blue arrow, right? That means the market's oversold. So these arrows are popping out when the market is oversold. Okay, now on the red side, look where it popped out, right? It here you can see it was overbought. It came down, came back up, but now, since it's the second time it touches, the market starts shooting down. You see this? Boom. And then here, right, it came up, goes up, comes down, and it keeps going up until it touches this level again. And then guess what happened? The red arrow came out. Okay, so I've been using this right here as well. And then when I match this up, look at this, guys. When I match up the crossing of my MACD, look where it's at. You see that? It's right at the very tip of this little uphill right here, which came down right here. Alright, so then I keep it like this, right? Then I go to the moving averages. I've been testing this out. I'm using Luciano, right? I'm using a number 3 exponential, and I color that one purple, and that's giving me exactly what the market's doing. It's following the market, right? And then I use Luciano, which is a 7. I paint that one yellow since I can't. I don't really want to use the light one because of the white number 14. So then I use this one exponential as well, because this is pretty much like this is Luciano, then his brother, then his older brother, right? But this right here, this yellow one, we know is Luciano, right? This is his baby brother, right? And then his big brother. So what I just did was go from 14. We got a 14 moving average, which is his brother. Then we have a 7, which is half of that, which is Luciano. So I just went to a 3 because there's no 3.5. So then what I do is I go to and I add 14 exponential, right? And I keep this one black because this is his brother. Because this one's gonna show on my chart, right? All right. So then I go and I use a number. I know it's 33, but I go with 30 because it's being half, right? So I keep it exponential, and I'm gonna show you guys the difference from that one and the 60, which is blue exponential. Okay. Now keep in mind, look at. I'm gonna insert a little indicator here, shape, and I'm gonna show you where these lines crossed. Okay. They crossed right there. All right. Now, if I were to take this and I made it simple, you see where they crossed? It's too late. So now, if I take this one and I put, oh, sorry, cancel that. If I take, oh my God, sorry guys. I hate every time I press cancel on that, it another it always closes on me. Okay, so we're back. So we have the 16 exponential. Okay, right? So we're gonna make it simple. Okay, and then we're gonna take this one and we're gonna make it simple. And remember when I showed you guys, uh, this one had crossed about right here. Remember? And now look, with the simple, it crosses way over here. You know, so you could be like, well, you know what? It might just be like something that we're gonna keep going in an uptrend since this was in an uptrend, right? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys where this one crossed, right there, and then where it would cross if it was on the exponential. Okay, bam, bam. You see that crossed over here. So that right there alone, guys, can pretty much pick you up more pips and confirm earlier time frame that this market's on a downtrend, right? And also because we have Luciano under his brother, right? We have the black that is keeping all the candlesticks underneath the black, underneath the yellow, right? Underneath the black, underneath the yellow. And then what I've noticed also, guys, is that when this purple line crosses this yellow line, which is Luciano, the market starts picking up, you know. And then once the yellow line crosses the black line, that confirms, you know. But like I said, this is in the Luciano. This is aqua. This one's white. This one's green, and this one's blue. You know. And then the other ones, I do keep them simple because it's the 200, and I keep it dark orange, right? Because anything below this one, it's a downtrend. Okay, when the prices are below this line, you're in a downtrend. Okay, even though here you're picking up already, but you're still below this line. So the 400 is red, right? And that's where it puts us because we're keeping this one simple. You see, oh, this one's exponential. We'll keep it simple. Okay, and then this one should be simple. It's exponential, simple. Okay, you see that? So this is what I've been doing, right? And as you guys can see, I'll take the map, take it to live, right? I'm getting close to my mark. I would say I'm doing a 2 cent minus $4. I've been minus $4 for the past for a good time, you know. I don't remember when I placed a buy. I think it was in it says since the 3rd. So since the 3rd of September, this was when I was on vacation. I placed that sale, and I don't know what happened. I've been in profit, but then I just let it ride, you know, and it just kept messing with me, you know. Um, that was a few days ago. So as you can see, I've been in profit, you know, guys. About here, here I was in profit, and it went up, came down. Here I was in a little profit, then it came back up. You know, so it's just been on and off, you know. The good thing is, you know, the account is able to hold on to it and keep going. Um, Something else that I wanted to show you guys was what was it? What was it? Well, yeah, well, pretty much this. You know, this is what I've been doing. So, as you can see here, you know, you see the tip, the very tip is this very tip up here. Okay, and that it hit, and guess what followed it? The little arrow, right? So you know that once this hits this, you have to come down, you know, and whatever it is, I mean, even if it came down, let's say from there to here, you know, that's, oh, well, that's day one. I'm sorry, from the one right here. Or even if it's in the day chart, you know, I mean, if it once it hits this point and you see it down here, and the arrow is confirming that it's coming down because it's overbought. You know, so let's just say, let's go to the 15-minute chart. Let's see what happened here. Okay, right here. You see this? It came close. This one, let's do this one right here. Perfect. Alright, the arrow follow, right? So, even if it just went to that point, right? And it touched all the way to the bottom, well, you just made about 600-700 pips. You know, even if it just came to about this point right here, you know, that's 400 pips. You know, so you know for a fact that once it touches the top line, any of the two, you know, like here, this one surpassed. So you know when it goes over, it's definitely coming down and touching the bottom, you know, or close. You know, and this is the case. It came down, almost touched, came back up, right, and it's just been bouncing in between the 50, you know, and then it touched, and then it just came down all the way to the bottom, touched, came back all the way to the top, you know. So from about here to here, it's a 500 pip, you know. At a, let's say at a 10 cent, you know, at 5 cent, you know, that's $25. At a 10 cent, you know, that's $50, and at 20 cents, it's $100, you know. So I thought, you know, this could probably help us a lot, you know. Also with the Fibonacci, I mean, a lot of these sequences here are Fibonacci, you know. As you guys can see, this is the way I have it set up, where I already put, you know, the A, the B, the C to the C, you know. So I already have it set up, and I put it red because if I put it black, it kind of like, it blends in, and it doesn't allow me to actually see my numbers. So as you can see here, my Fibonacci came back, retraced to the 168.1 right here, right, and it came down and it hit the 161.8. You see, here, because you can do it from this point right here, this high point, to this low point, and guess what happened? It still came and it touched the 161.8 where it should have. Right, now let's turn this one around. Right, we'll put it here, and we'll go to here. Where's the low point? I would say here. Right, as you can see, it came, but it kind of went to it, but it didn't. Right, and keep in mind, you know, you're reaching this area here, you know. That's what I've been looking at a lot, guys. And you know, so far right now, my account has been in a good, right now I'm negative, right, but you know, I've been making, you know, decent profits, you know, 30, 40, 50 bucks here and there, you know, testing stuff out, you know. As you can see, I'll take this property here, take it to this. Oops. Let me see. Alright, right there. And I'll take it to this one here. And it just came, right? Well, you know what? You can actually even take it to this point here. And you can see that it touched, and then it's coming down. So this market's coming down, guys, you know. This market's coming down. I'm gonna zoom out right here on the 1 hour chart. As you can see, this right here has already passed this red. That's signifying you're in a downtrend, right? Not only that, I mean, look at your look at this. You're definitely in a downtrend, you know. as of right now. You know, guys. So this is what I've been doing. Been practicing this, applying it. You know, and then what I do is I'll add probably like like let's say this one and this one, and I'll set it up like this, tile, and I'll have them all. I'll have three of them that I'm looking at, and monitoring, just so I can see exactly what's gonna happen. Also, another thing that I've been doing, guys, is on my profiles. As you can see, I set them up with the Australian dollar, like all the pairs that trade with it. I've been setting them up like this. Like when I go to the U.S. dollar, I have you'll see right now I have these in blue because these are the ones that when three go up, three go down, right? And here's my other three that do the opposite of what the other market's doing. So I have these in like pinky color to signify that these are the red ones. And then if I add them all together, it can look something like this, right? Which, as you can see, this one here has a similarity to this one. And then the gold pound with the Japanese, and then the euro dollar with the Canadian. You see, so as this one goes up, this one's coming down. As this one goes down, the Japanese is going up. As the Australian dollar is going down, you can see that the chef is going up right now. You see, so it's just to keep balance in the market with the dollar. Guys. So like I said, that's the way I'm doing it. Window, tile. So I keep those three together, right? And then I keep these three together. I also set up the fast thing, so in case I want to buy something really quick, I see that it's gonna profit or whatnot, I'll do this, boom, right away, right? I also have a profile. I got the Swiss franc, the New Zealand dollar, the Japanese yen, the Great British pound, the euro. This is the one I was on right now. I got the copper. I got the current trading pairs, what I'm currently trading right now, to keep an eye on them, see what they're doing and whatnot. Also, there's this new thing that I'm doing, and I think I have it on the New Zealand. No, I think it's on the franc. But the New Zealand, I have the same setup, on all of them pretty much. Have the RSI, and I'm working on these right now. But let me open this one right here. What I've been doing is that I've been experiencing with moving averages, and just like Luciano, I noticed that when you have I call this one the odd moving averages, right? The odd MA. Why? Because it's all moving averages in the odd position. Okay, so we got 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. Okay. What I've been noticing is that when MACD crosses, so does all the moving averages, right? Like right here. I've been noticing this, and I'm applying it as well, and I've been working with it and seeing doing like little predictions to where the market's gonna go according to what I'm reading, and so far they've been working. I haven't been placing any buys or sells with this because I'm just pretty much like testing it, but as you can see, when the when MACD crosses, all the colors are in order: 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, right? When this orange is starting to cross, but it doesn't cross all of them, it's just a little retracement. But when the orange crosses all of them, that means all of them are going to start crossing each other, and this is exactly what happened. We got orange, purple, red, green, blue, yellow. Blue, red. So this is something that I've been checking out. As you can see on this one, right? Same thing. You see how this one crossed all of them, and as you can see here, let me zoom in a little bit. Let me take this off. As you can see here, when this arrow right, came up. Where were we? We were on the bottom, right? Right here. We're on the bottom. So when it crossed, it was about right there. So I know for a fact this arrow's gonna pick up, right? So if, let's just say even if from here to here, it's 150 about. Let's just say you popped in about there, right? And then you seen that all your colors started going. Well, I'll leave this going until I see that this is this arrow, this the RSI has hit, and if um, the red one pops out, then that's where I stop. Okay, or if my little yellow dot comes out, which here nothing has came out, right? Because the yellow dot will pop out immediately when it's time for you to exit. So here I would have probably entered about here, you know, like about right here. I would have gained to the arrow about 2,000 pips. Okay, 2,000 pips. And not only that, because I see all my colors, in line with each other, right? Until about this point here where that orange starts curving down and crossing. You see that? And it's crossing, it's crossing, it's crossing. I probably would have exited about right here. You know, because it might be a little retracement and pick back up. But there's something I've been doing, guys. I was gonna share this. I was gonna share this with all you guys. You know, so I decided to make this little video. You know, just strategies that's gonna help us. You know, make profits. You know, make profits. Here's another example, right? You're on the you've been in this uphill for a while, you know. So now it's time for it to come down. The arrow pops out, and guess what? It's time to take action, you know. And then not only that, let's say you entered about here. Once that you see that orange line crossing, right? You only would have probably lost about 200 pips, but you would have gained 1,600 pips, you know. And I understand, guys, that sometimes you don't want to lose a lot of money, but patience is the key, you know, because if you would have got out right here, you know, you would have probably made, let's say right there to about here, 300 pips, you know, and then you would have, once you saw the market was going back down again, you would have entered here and got out about 300 pips, you know, 300 pips, and here about, let's just say, because I know you guys wouldn't have gotten out here, you guys would have gotten out here when it's seen about 500. So that's about 11. So you lost about 500 pips because you would have gotten about 1,600 pips. You know, so patience is the key, guys, and just remember, once you see MACD and volumes cross each other, that means it's going down. Once you see RSI hit the top, it's going down. Once you see the arrow pop out and you know you're on the bottom, that's a buy, so go up. Once you see you're on top and the arrow pops out, that's a sell and go down. Okay, guys? So you guys can see Fibonacci as well. You know, plays a huge role, right? You guys can see the 100 mark. I'll put it over here so you guys can see. To there, retraced to that, came down, definitely passed it, right? From here to here, well, actually from here to here, right? Came down, definitely passed it, right? So it's just about knowing, guys, what's going on from here to about here, right? Retraced, came up, definitely hit the 168. So yeah, guys, so I'll leave you with that. As you can see here, we got two arrows popping out. You know, we're on the bottom, right? MACD and volumes has not crossed yet, so I'm kind of debating, but because sometimes these arrows disappear, guys. Once you go into you enter the trade, these arrows disappear, and that's why I wait. You know, I'll wait for the next candlestick or something. You know, or at least if it popped out here, I'll wait for it to come here and then look at my moving averages, look at the MACD, and look at the RSI. All right, just to make sure just to confirm that the trade is going to be safe. All right, guys. Well, trade at your own risk. Be careful, and let's make these profits. Let's get a lot of pips, guys. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye bye.